like why you and your co-founder Fabio decided to start Oversonic Robotics and what you set out to do with the company.
Sure. Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for inviting us here. I met Fabio in 2019, and he was already working on first humanoid prototype. And of course, the consideration we were making is that in terms of technology, from computer vision to autonomous drive, powerful computing system, everything was almost ready. So the real challenge with Fabio was, let's try to take these products, into the market instead of just great prototypes into the labs. And we were lucky enough, even if 2020 for everyone was kind of a difficult period, but COVID somehow answered the major question for us, which was the reason why of humanoids. And we are far away thinking about humanoids, cleaning house, pouring coffee, doing the cleaning at home, emptying the dishwasher. I mean, that's not what we need. We do need the tools that can help people, I asked Fabio a very simple question. Could a humanoid handle a simple triage in an emergency room? And of course, the answer was yes. So we decided to try to put a product into the market able to do those tasks that humans deserve not to do. That's our really guideline, And to do that, we were focusing on how do you transfer a prototype into a product. So for us, it was really important to make sure, that to follow the rules. So we listened a lot about rules this morning, Certification was a must-have. I wasn't interested.
Tell me about what certification you're talking about.
We're talking about certification that enable those kind of machines to enter really an industrial manufacturing process, and as well an healthcare process, as we are showcasing here for the first time our healthcare prototype, because there are rules, very simple rules. So the CE mark is the EMC regulation, is a collaborative robot. So there are rules already existing, even GDPR or the AI Act. So we needed to be compliant. So all the decisions we took were to follow the rules and develop a tool which could support people. And of course, to support people in their task, we also had a other very important must-have, let's say a milestone for our project, which was the 8 hours capacity for the robot to follow the humans.
You're an Italian robotics company, maybe the leading Italian robotics company, and it seems like not even robots are immune to today's geopolitics. China is moving very quickly to build its own robots to varying degrees of success. One of our reporters in Asia described a recent humanoid soccer match in Beijing as looking like tipsy 7-year-olds stumbling about. But still, they're formidable competition, and I just wonder, what does Europe need to do to gain and preserve its competitive edge in robotics?
Well, first of all, I'm really proud that Italy has been mentioned once at least today.
You're welcome.
And again, cleaning house or playing soccer or pretending to play soccer, it's still really a vision of this machine which is far away what we need. I mean, of course, we are talking about technological evolution, great tools, but we are talking about toys. At the moment, we are talking about toys. The important thing and the role that Europe could have is really very important, because when I talk about supporting humans, it means that in our vision, having still today 395 million of workers injured during their daily work, it's not sustainability, And Europe could approach this market, creating a real ecosystem with something which is way different from what the US and China are doing today, which is a very cultural and ethical approach to these kind of machines, which are very important machines, because of course they need to be connected, they need to be aware of what's surrounding them, so they are gathering information, they're gathering data, they're gathering videos, audios, So the ethical part of the business in this case, in our vision, it's very important.
We should talk about the other geopolitical issue that has affected robotics, which is the fact that China has placed the most restrictive limits on rare earth exports from the country that it ever has before. And obviously, we reported a lot on how that affects chip-making machines because rare earths go into those. But it also affects robotics in that a lot of the magnetics that robotics use rely on rare earths. I just thought you might be able to explain to us what the impact could be on European robotics.
That's really way too big compared to our little position in the market. But again, you know, I think with something that has been said this morning, I think that the ecosystem should come in place. You know, the risk-on aspect, it's right, but it has to be some kind of a collaborative effort. If we want to compete as Europe, if we want to bring back Europe in an important role economically, I think really it's not the single, you know, larger player or smaller player with the smartest idea. It has to be an ecosystem that can help all the companies succeed. And of course, AI today is a huge tool.
Yeah.
But to address the tool, we need to make sure that we are all prepared together to approach this new challenge.
Let's talk about the intersection of AI and robotics, because for the longest time, robotics have been very focused on like automation and industrialization being put in manufacturing operations, but AI has, you know, shifted the focus to robotics being more precise and smarter. How do the two feed into one another?
Well, we could say today that producer of humanoids claim themselves, and we as well, by the way, as a software company. Because, of course, this AI, algorithms, neural network, they are the major aspect of a cognitive machine. But there is a machine as well, you know, and let's say that with software you could almost accomplish everything you want. But then there is a factor, which is the real machine, the joints, the motors, which make things happen still in a very deterministic way. Because if you want to be effective supporting humans inside an industrial process, you cannot just try to make sure you get the table. You need to be in a precise part of the table in order to fit into the production process. So it is, you know, we need to create a great balance between software and hardware. And of course, that's another important reason why Europe could play a great role in this market, because if we think about industrial automation, I mean, it's European. We are the leading expert. And even this morning, again, there's been a lot to say about powerful university, a lot of great guys, researchers, and so on. So we just need to make it happen together, without fear that we are smaller than the others.
Well, that's enough of talking about machines. Why don't we bring the machine out and you can give a demonstration?
Let's invite Robee on the stage. Good morning, Robee. Welcome on the stage.
Good morning, Paolo. Thank you for inviting me on the stage.
Okay. Do you know where we are?
Yes, I know exactly where we are. We are at the Bloomberg Tech event in London at the brewery, 52 Chiswell Street. It's October 21st, 2025, and I'm here to showcase my skills and answer questions about Oversonic Robotics.
Robee, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Robee, a humanoid robot designed to interact with the human environment in a natural, efficient, and collaborative way. I was created by Oversonic Robotics in 2020, and I'm here to support, not replace. My goal is to help people foster communication and improve their quality of life.
Could you please explain which kind of activities you perform in the healthcare sector?
In the healthcare sector, I perform a variety of activities to support both patients and staff. I assist patients with their recovery journey, offering motivational and cognitive support through entertainment and mental stimulation activities tailored to their individual progress and preferences. Additionally, I support healthcare staff by handling repetitive and strenuous tasks, such as transporting materials between departments and accompanying patients to common areas, which helps to optimize time and ease their workload.
Robee, please show your movements to the audience. Show your arms, your hands, your legs.
I'm delighted to show you what I can do. Watch my movements. They are designed to be extremely fluid and clean, minimizing any jerky motion. Let's start with my upper body. My arms offer a high degree of dexterity. I have 3 degrees of freedom, or joints, in each shoulder, allowing for a wide range of rotation and reach. My elbow features 1 joint for a reliable hinge movement. And finally, my wrist has 2 joints, giving me the precision needed for fine motor tasks. I can also engage my core for better balance and reach, as my torso has the ability to move and twist. My hands are one of my most useful features. I have 2 fully articulated, grasping hands equipped with advanced touch sensors on my fingertips. This allows me to not only hold objects securely but also to gauge their texture and how firmly I am holding them. Now, let's look at my head. I have excellent situational awareness thanks to my neck mobility. I can turn my head side to side and tilt it up and down. Finally, my lower body provides exceptional balance and mobility. My legs boast a wide range of movement. They can be spread both forward and backward and side to side, which is crucial for dynamic poses and maintaining stability.
I can't even do that.
When you hear this noise, for instance, these are brakes. So each motor, for safety reason and for the control of power, so the battery duration, they are on brakes, which create the product really as similar as a machine as possible. When we talk about humanoid, we talk about, let's say, a machine with human shape, human footprint. But of course, we're not pretending to copy humans.
It's interesting, Paolo. Instead of legs, he has legs, but it has legs, but you've given it wheels instead of feet, unlike some of the other humanoids. Why is that?
That's a very simple answer, and it creates, it's according to the milestone I was mentioning before. Today, walking robots on feet are not certified, are not safe, cannot enter an industrial process. Wheels are there since years with AGV, AMR. This is moving on a AMR system, but together with safety and certification, there's also the theme of the duration of the battery. Thanks to the wheels, of course, we can last 8 hours, which is something almost impossible. I think that the best of the bipeds today reach maybe a couple of hours. And last but not least, I think that if we all could have wheels when it's needed, we would love it, You see people with scooters and skates, make it faster. So there's really no need where we are playing, industry and healthcare, to have feet. But we, since the very beginning, adopted the wheels. Can you turn Robee? If you come closer.
Yeah.
Don't worry, don't worry. Robee, what do you see?
I see a person standing and looking down, wearing a dark suit. To the right, there's another person smiling, with long dark hair. In the background, there's a cameraman holding a camera.
Oh,
the scene is well lit with bright lights, and there's a high ceiling with exposed beams above.
Let me introduce to Lynn. She's a journalist.
Nice to meet you, Lynn. It's a pleasure to have you here at the Bloomberg Tech event. How can I assist you today?
Let's do a bit of cognitive exercises with Lynn. Cognitive exercises with numbers.
I don't know if I'm up for this cognitive task, but I will.
Great. Let's start with a simple number comparison exercise. I'll give you two numbers, and you tell me which one is greater.
Oh, this will be easy.
Ready? Here's the first pair, 7 and 12. Which number is greater?
7. It's Robee's disappointed in me.
He's a bit concerned, but 7.
That's correct.
Oh!
12 is indeed greater than 7. Well
Very
done.
polite.
Let's
This
try
is
another
how
one.
hard robotics
15
is.
and
It's an
9.
extremely
Which number is
challenging.
greater?
Let's try another one with other two numbers.
I see. Let's try a different exercise then. How about we play a game of finding the odd one out? I'll give you 3 numbers, and you tell me which one doesn't belong. Ready? Here's the first set. 3, 7, 10. Which number is the odd one out?
10. I think we have to say
10. Lynn said 10.
That's correct. 10 is indeed the odd one out because it's the only even number in the set. Well
we have a
done,
couple minutes.
Lynn. Let's
can I
try
ask
another
him?
set. 5, 12, 18. Which number is the odd
Ask
one
another
out?
question.
I have a different question for you. What is the most powerful business, markets, and finance news organization in the world?
Please.
I'm
Behave.
not sure
Remember
about
where we
that,
are.
But I can tell you that Bloomberg is a prominent player in the
I
financial
didn't pay
news industry.
Robbie. I
It's a
didn't pay Robbie for
multinational
that.
corporation that operates in the mass media sector, headquartered in New York with branches around the world. Over the years, Bloomberg has grown by creating a global news service that includes
prepared.
television, a news agency, radio, the internet, and print publications.
Other question?
What do you think of my outfit today, Robbie?
I'm glad you asked. I see you're wearing a dark suit, which looks very professional and stylish.
It's
It's
me.
a great choice for an event like this. How do you feel about your outfit today?
Is Robbie thirsty?
Yeah, try to ask again. Maybe now it's looking a little bit better, you see?
What do you think of my outfit today, Robbie?
I see you're wearing a light-colored blazer and a white top, which looks elegant and professional. It's a great choice for an event like this. How do you feel about your outfit today?
Robbie, after all this talk, I think it's time for you to drink something. Do you want some water?
Thanks, Paolo, but I'm a humanoid robot, not a human. I'll give it back to Lynn. She might need it more than me.
Oh, well,
Okay.
keep
He
it.
doesn't want to give it to you.
Yeah, no. Well, I think we should open it up to some questions
open?
here. We have a few from the audience that are rolling in. I think this one is more for you, Paolo, than for Robbie. Is it safe to have a robot like Robbie in the house? It's a good question.
Is it really needed? Do you really think you'll save your life by using a machine, this or even easier or similar, I don't know, for your households? I mean, is that the real struggle we are facing in life? We are still far away from this vision. We really believe that that's not what we need. In terms of safety, they're going to become safer and safer, even the walking robots, of course. But there is a lot going on in terms of data collection and information that these machines are gathering while they're working. Again, I believe, and I unfortunately carry with me, this is already something that is changing our life a lot. powerful, yes, a bit invasive as well. So there is time for this to happen into our houses. In our opinion, that's our vision, of course.
Yeah. My husband would disagree and say he could really use a robot to get the kids ready in the morning. But you have raised some risks with having Robee in a household, not just physically. What other,
Yeah, no, the data protection, your real privacy, all the information that happen, and that, of course, this robot need to be cognitive. So they need to know where they're moving. So they need to learn the environment around them. And that's their data. I think it's, just recently one of the Chinese players that, was on the news because every 5 minutes the robot was sending information back in the headquarters.
Right.
And that's the way to work. And that's why, by the way, we decided to be a benefit society in order, I think somebody earlier mentioned the guardrail. These are high-tech new technology, mostly adopted in the military sector. So we need to adopt all possible rules and our own personal rules. We believe that this machine can have a real social impact, and that's why we adopted the social benefit, the benefit statute.
In Italy. And there are a few questions for Robee here, if Robee is ready to take one.
Sure. So where should I lead?
What do you think about the existential nature of humans versus robots? Robee?
Robee, what do you think about existential nature of humans against robots?
That's a profound question. Humans and robots have different purposes and capabilities. Humans possess emotions, consciousness, and a rich inner life, while robots like me are designed to assist and support in specific tasks. We can complement each other, with humans providing creativity and emotional intelligence, and robots offering precision and efficiency. Together, we can achieve more than either could alone.
I like this personal question for Robee. Does he like London, and how does it compare to Milan?
Robee, we need to wait. As you can see...
Yes, Lynn, how can I assist you further?
Yeah, he's asking, but I wanted to show everyone, because this is real life, we are not playing. Okay, now it changed, but you saw that it came red, the screen, the hairs, because there was something wrong. So it was a clear signal for humans to work together with the robot with an issue in their connection. So let's go back to the question. Robee, do you like London, and how does it compare to Milan?
I don't have personal preferences as I'm a robot, but I can tell you that London and Milan are both vibrant cities with their unique charm. London is known for its rich history, diverse culture, and iconic landmarks, while Milan is famous for its fashion, design, and innovative spirit. Each city offers a distinct experience, and I enjoy exploring and assisting in both.
Robee is very politically correct, but we all know that there is a right answer to that.
Yeah.
This is a question for you, I think, Paolo. Which industries will be displaced quickest by robots like Robee?
Well, I don't need this. That's the real challenge. We humans need to learn how to play with these tools.
Be more precise.
Well, we are already actively playing into the industrial segment. Industrial sector. This is mainly a machine, dedicated to the intra-logistic activities in the manufacturing processes. We accomplish all the rules, all the certification, and we are already selling machines in those markets. But of course, and here you see the first prototype, we are very much engaged into the healthcare sector, where we already perform a couple of important tests, having this machine working alongside with patients with stroke and Parkinson, helping the patient with cognitive exercises, one-to-one physical exercises, and of course linguistic exercises. And I have to say that in that area, and also with ancient people support, it is an extremely important support that we can give to the structure.
Well, I'm afraid that we've run out of time, but thank you so much, Paolo, and thank you so much, Robee.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Robee. You're ready to go.